Well, it's official. Owner of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury, Robert Sarver, has decided that he will be selling both franchises. But hold up. How do we get to this point, you may be wondering? Well, for that, we have to go all the way back to September 13th of 2022, when news broke that Sarver had been punished by the NBA for allegations of racism and misogyny within the Phoenix Suns under Sarver, with the NBA suspending the owner for like a year and giving him a $10 million fine. This guy's a billionaire. Let's be honest, not enough. And this was all a result of an investigation by the NBA that had been ongoing since November 21st of 2021. And even though the investigation did happen, it's been long overdue, because instances of the owner wanting to use racial slurs casually or just using them in general have been dated all the way back to 2016. And if we're being honest, it's probably been going on for nearly the entire time that Sarver has owned the team, which was since 2004. I mean, dude's been acting wild for decades. Former employees have come out and said that Sarver passed around pictures of his wife in a bikini once, and we get it, your wife's a baddie, but not the time, not the place. And it's also rumored that he's spoken about times where his wife performed oral sex to him in the workplace, and it's like, God, man, gross. Ain't no one want to hear about your sex life. Absolute menace activity, and apparently this guy was awful to so many women for years, as it was reported by ESPN that according to a former employee, Sarver told her, "Do I own you? Are you mine?" As he would just casually refer to women who worked for him as if they were objects or possessions. Power trip, God. And there was another instance reported where Sarver once told a pregnant lady who was coordinating the 2009 NBA All-Star game in Phoenix that she shouldn't be there, but instead at home base breastfeeding her newborn, which is totally out of pocket. Like, come on, you're a grown-ass man. You know what is and isn't appropriate. Keep your mouth shut. But it isn't even the wildest shit Sarver had been reported to say, as one former staffer said that Sarver once mentioned that the team needed to have local strippers get pregnant by NBA players so that those guys would need to stay in Phoenix to raise their children. Dude wasn't just bad to the other gender. He's also used mad inappropriate language in the workplace while talking about specific employees. I mean, the guy would be very exact when retelling stories and jokes, even going as far as to repeating the N-word to employees. Robert, did your mother not tell you to think before you speak? I know she raised her baby boy better than that. And if your mother raised you properly, then she probably taught you that it was polite to like and subscribe to the channel when the nice man told you to. Anyway, let's get back to the video. It got so bad that former Suns coach Earl Watson Jr. is on record saying that Sarver told him that, verbatim, he does not like diversity, with his reasonings being that having a diverse work environment made it hard for people to agree on things. Like, bro, this is a basketball team you're running. He does know that, right? And of course, if the owner is acting like this, then you know damn well this led straight to a toxic work environment, which apparently it has. As it's been reported by ESPN that there was an instance where a white male exec was calling a random black coworker Carlton and asking him to do the dance for him. I'm telling you, this is some shit out of an SNL sketch. It's like when people tell Kai Cenat to get sturdy for them. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And hold on, guys, because it gets worse. One former female employee said that a former Suns vice president was asking about her private sex life and how many coworkers she slept with. The answer was 0, by the way. And this guy was intoxicated, but that literally changes nothing. Your boss should not be asking you out-of-pocket stuff like that. And the workplace got so bad that HR reps would have employees walk around the building with them instead of taking them into their office, because if bosses saw the employees going to HR, then they would get targeted and they would probably come for them. Employees had it so bad in Phoenix that some would go on antidepressants because working under Sarver made them super sad, while others just quit altogether. And let me clarify, up until September 21st, Sarver and his legal team would disagree with and deny almost all of the claims, but on the 21st, Sarver came and said he will be selling his ownership in both the Phoenix Suns and Mercury, while releasing a quote that said, "Whatever good I have done, or could still do, is outweighed by the things I have said in the past." Which is essentially a confession, let's be honest. Guy's a bad person. John Gruden type beat. Anyway, that's about it for today's video. Bit of a darker topic, but news is news, so deuces.